after the last SWR was a gigantic train wreck, I received actually a good episode this time. Good wrong answer, good basically everything. I had to move on to the wrong answer now that I said it. But wait, I haven't told you what the episode is. Okay, I'll say what episode it is, then show off my wrong answer and my wrong answer clip. This episode is the Little Red Hen, and what a story it is. And unlike Barrel in the last episode, this wrong answer is actually relatively fine. But remember when I said this? Some of them will be so redundant that it'll actually be me showing the clip, why asking a question, and then me saying no. Just like the one you just saw. Warning, you might end up getting the same thing when we get to Little Red Hen. And now we've gotten here, and I'm at Little Red Hen. And yeah, let's do this lazy clip. Her friends moo.
Did the word moo help the Little Red Hen get help from her friends?
No, you big piece of
And prepare to most likely see this again in Little Miss Muppet. It's Muffet, and I just whatever. I'll just call it Little Miss Muppet because that's funny. That's just too funny. Guys, I saw her in the flesh. No, not Little Miss Muppet. I mean the actual zero-hating girl. You see it? It's her, guys! It's Little Bo Peep! Like, not only is she casually out here waiting for someone to say the Z word, but also this means that in reality, she's younger than how I interpret her. Because I say she's a teen. But I technically interpret every character as a teen, and except the ones we clearly see. And I guess Sleeping Beauty is a kid. I'm not even gonna go back to that boring plot. Okay, no. This is a clone. This is a clone. A clone specifically from the Dogman handbook where PD clones himself. Which explains why this Little Bo Peep is younger than my version. Why does the Little Red Hen have to rhyme? Like every sentence, she rhymes. What are you, hen or zebra? We are all hen, you see. Even though it's zebras we be. But yeah, one of the hen's many lines is, cluckety cluck, I'm out of luck. You don't need to do that. Oh, and when they got into the windmill, which, by the way, there was a problem before then where they had to stop the wagon from rolling, and they basically just did... Stop!
I'm sorry, Elmo. I can't stop at the stop sign right now. I'm busy looking for an octagon.
I had to stop in the middle of the episode to make that image. Anyway, back to the rhyming topic. When they got in the windmill, Pig did a similar type of rhyme like, wow, that's a cool machine. Basically, he rhymed up that sentence. Get that hen away from me! And get Pig away from me too, I guess. I don't trust him. And I also don't trust that Boy Blue is just here chilling. What happened to the fucking island? I know that could just be answered with he got off of that got off the island at the end of that episode, you know, but I skipped that ending, and I just making jokes about how he's just gone, and episodes like this just be ruining that. And want my lore to explain why? First of all, let's talk about that hen real quick.
You have AIDS. Yes, you have AIDS. I hate it.
The little red hen has a disease that makes you rhyme. It's not fatal, it just makes you rhyme. Most of the time. Oh no, I've got it! Though, I do believe there's a cure because I know by the next episode Peg will be speaking properly. Well, what about Boy Blue? Why is he relevant in the lore section? Let's just roll a clip from the Swiss Family Robinson review. My style of leaving right before they're supposed to leave the book. Heck, but in this episode that led to it basically being that we left little Boy Blue on the island. But it's like, what if we end up going back and he's nothing but a skeleton? Then what? In Athena P's words, we'd have to jump into another book. But no, he's actually fully dead. Being stranded did kill him. Then why is he still around? It's simple, he's not human anymore. He's instead
A zombie.
But they never showed it. That's not true. Do you think PBS Kids would straight up say that one of their characters is a zombie? No. Which is why he doesn't look the part. It's kind of like a Disney's zombie kind of thing. One of the weirder Disney musicals. Okay, if you somehow haven't watched the Zombies movies, and you want to, please leave the video because I'm actually going to say a lot of lore from that series. He's add on to this. Basically, Boy Blue died on the island. So he turned into a zombie because Cartoon Logic and God Gumball decided, wait, we need you for the rest of the series. Wow, Gumball, that backfired like a bunch of your other plans.
I said I sold your parents.
So they brought him up to the heavens and gave him one of those little wristwatches that they show off in the Zombies movie, the movies that keep the zombies from eating brains. Also giving him the quirk that he looks the same. He looks the same as if he was still alive. Which is why he's still basically the same character, but he'll occasionally accidentally reveal his zombie form now. An example is that he would walk up to Red and be like, wow, Red, you're looking delicious, cute today. Him looking the same as if he was alive led to those tendencies to say those things, cause everything has to have a downside. For example, we got Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, but they suck. Okay, I thought that Boy Blue wasn't interesting enough to add to my island, but now I think this warrants his amount of interesting qualities. But since we already brought up the topic of scary, let's do something else scary. Let's do something scary for the next one. And that's going into a house you think is completely empty, but it turns out there are grizzly bears living in there. Goldilocks and the Three Bears is next.